the surfing in the LQS. Any ladies there to please make their way to the stage, and we'll introduce you. Pretty much what we'll do is the crew will be up on the stage for a question and answer time, and then afterwards you can do one-on-one interviews or whatever you need to do. So if I can get the boys that are sitting down the back to come on up, please. Might need a few more chairs up here too, please. Alright, so currently it's your rotation thing. Room for one more up here. Come on. Okay. Now I'll make the introductions from right to left. So we've got the far end there, we've got Taylor Jensen. He's been a double world champion. He's the defending champion, the Australian Longboard Open. All round, I don't know how many international titles and that he's won. He's been a dominant force in Australian longboarding for a number of years, which is a bit disheartening because he's not actually an Australian yet, but I think he might be working towards it. So, welcome, glad to have you back. Next one is Jared Neal. Jared has been coming to these events since he was a little fella, started off surfing old males and that. He's worked hard all the way through. He's a goofy footer, so surfing around the land of the long right-handers has been a bit hard, but the right results at times. But he is definitely world rated. On his day, one of the best tube riders you'll ever find. Quiet from the cheap seats. Okay. Yeah. Next to him is Ingleby. Harley's a Coffs Harbour or Emerald Beach boy. Same as Jared, he's from Coffs. But Harley is the current world champion. He's a double world champion. He won a title a few years ago. He's backed it up with the second one. He's also been a multiple winner of this event. And I don't know what more I can say about his credentials as far as surfing goes. And it's not just what he does in the surf, he does a lot of good work outside the surf as well. Dane Pioli. Dane's just returned from working overseas for a number of years in one of the most hideous places in the world, surfing one of the most hideous waves in the world. I don't know why he gave it up. I think his wife had something to do with it. But Dane has won, apart from Australian titles, he's won this event 3 times. He was the inaugural winner of the Nose Rider at this event, and he's now back on the Gold Coast, living and working back permanently. So this is his return to competitive longboarding. Next to him, the Be Kind, Be Calm, Keep Smiling. Okay, Mickey Collier from Cronulla. Michael's been surfing in the pro divisions for longer than most of us have been on the planet. He's easily the oldest competitor surfing on the pro ranks out of Australia. Goes to all the events he can, smiles the whole way. And next to him, Nick Jones from the Sunshine Coast. What's happening? There. I'll push the button. Yeah. Okay. Nick Jones has been doing the competitive thing on both shortboard and longboards. Another world-rated competitor. Stoked to have him on board. And so I don't know what more I can say about it. But from it, want to buy some health foods, Your Majesty? Yeah, okay. All right. I think we'll open it to some question and answers. So anyone there that's got anything to ask these guys, just feel free to. There is another microphone wandering around, is there? Do we have another one? We don't. Okay, you're going to have to call out quite loudly. Any questions? No, good. That's real quick, real easy. Okay. I'll ask a couple then. Nick, you're doing pretty well on the short boards as well as the long boards. Which discipline do you prefer?
In 2015, I'm going to prefer the longboards more. I feel like I've got a better future in longboarding. There's so many guys in shortboards that are just as good, and it's really hard just to make that next level. But for the longboarding, I feel like I'm sort of pushing through, getting higher ranking, and just enjoying it more. And that's where I'd like to be right now.
Unreal. Quite a few guys on shortboards and longboards swap over. Here's a man though that stayed pretty much on his longboards and he lives better. In fact, it's not unusual, not on a 9-footer, but on a 30. So, Michael, why do you surf 30 boards?
Well, I think most of us found surfing our greatest love was those first days. Those first days when I had a 9-1-old Mal, I was a little kid, a little 9-year-old kid on a 9-1-old Mal, had to put a towel folded on your head and carry it down to the beach. And I wanted that relationship back. So the bigger the board made me look smaller. A 13-foot board just carved. This particular one's a unique blank, hang out of America. Can't get them that big in Australia, so technically it's the biggest written longboard in Australia. I know.
Alright. I thought it was because you like to surf inside, at Cronulla there, or around inside the harbour there on the big swells that push through when it's only 6 inches in the harbour. I thought that's what it was for.
The beauty about a big board is small or super large. If you watch anyone ride big wave, first thing they do is they go and get a longer board. Always amazes me those that YMN. They're riding longboards when it gets super overhead. So I've had the 13-footer out in 15 to 20-foot plus waves, cyclone conditions, no one else out, and it just ruled. Absolutely brilliant big waves.
Alright. Here's a man that's no stranger to big waves. Like I say, he's just spent the last few years working as a surf tour guide operator up in Indonesia. How difficult was it, Dane, to chuck in that life and come back here to Australia to surf in not quite as good a conditions as you would have been getting up there, and certainly a lot more crowded, and actually having to work for a living?
Yeah, it's not too hard to come back. You always miss home when you're away. The crowd factor is, at least you've got people to talk to, I guess. Crowd's not too bad to come back to. But yeah, I did miss competing and miss being home, miss my wife a little bit. But yeah, it's not that hard. I'm stoked to be back competing again, and just hopefully I'll get through a couple of rounds and yeah, see how we go at the end of the week. And what do you think, Harley?
Okay, Harley. But this is your first pro comp, I think, since you won the world title. You know, all these guys here are gunning for you. How does it feel to be there with the bullseye laid on you, everybody wanting to have a go?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough event. Luckily, we've got pretty good looking sandbanks again, so yeah, it's going to be really hard to beat guys. I know it's much harder when you've got guys raw on us, so yeah, we can really do is take a heat at a time and hopefully Hughie plays along and we have a good contest and some good waves.
Okay. Jared, not too sure this is right. You actually got Bain's old job up Limento, is it? Or the lodge? Alright. So why did you come back to surf this contest when you could be up there, have all those perfect waves to yourself and just a couple of other guys?
Yeah, I've already done a couple of months up there this year, and I'm just back on a 2-week break at the moment, so slotted perfect to come here to Kingscliff and have another crack at the event here and surf with the boys and have a good time. Yeah, it's kind of been good. I've been up in the Tallows for the last 10 months with Dane, and we've had like this on, so I'll enjoy it for a few more years to come.
Real. And Taylor, as I said in the introduction, you're spending that much time here, we're going to claim you as an Aussie. Yeah, you've had the opportunity to surf all around the world for a number of years. What keeps bringing you back to Kingscliff?
It's really close to where I spend a lot of time here in Australia, and you know, just the competitive level here in Australia is higher than anywhere else in the world. There are guys like Derek and May and Carter who have been surfing this for 10 years now, pretty much coming to these events, and it's just challenging. It makes it super hard, and it just makes it really tough. Hopefully the land's cooperating.
Alright, thank you. We might swap over and get some of the other crew up here now. Thank you very much, guys. Media will be on here shortly. There's something to eat and drink. Go for it. Can we get the other pro surfers to please make their way to the stage? TZ, Liam, Jack. Come on, guys. Yeah, I heard we've got one of our visitors from overseas as well. Is it? Or a couple of them?
Yeah, Victoria.
Let's get up here. This is all part and parcel of it. If you don't get up here, how can we buy you free drinks later on during the week?
Yeah, free drinks.
Please. Not coming up? Victoria? No. All the way from France? Come on. You! Yeah, without a word of a lie, you're going to be far more appealing on the camera than any of those guys who were up there before. Okay. All right. Well, I'll introduce you, Victoria Cara. She's an entrant from France. First time that we've seen her here at the Australian Longboard Open. Really stoked with the effort. Hopes coming back year after year. So all you got to do is win it. You'll be right. Okay, we've got Jack Boyd sitting next to her. Jack's the first time at the event. First time he surfed in the pros. I really don't know much about it, so it's always the quiet ones that you don't know anything about that cause the upsets. In the middle, we've got TZ, Chinese champion. This is his second trip to Australian Longboard. Stoked that he could make the back. So very, very big for him. to be able to get here. Most people find it hard maybe getting a visa to get into the country. I think he finds it hard to get a visa to get out of the country. But the Australian government, the Chinese government are working to try and get them here. Good for everybody. Next in we've got Jack Entwistle from Sydney. Very famous name. Jack's been surfing a couple of years now in the pro ranks, steadily climbing up the field. So expecting big things from him this weekend. And next to me I've got Liam Briggs-Kennelly. Second time, first time in the pro ranks. Surfing last year for the first time just in amateurs. Him and his family up here making it part of the actual trip. Really stoked to have him on board. Okay, any questions out there? Come on. Yes, Mr. Dunn from the West Australian media.
With you guys coming to this one pro contest, will you guys be forwarding on to the other contest, which is in Western Australia?
Depending how I go in this contest, hopefully money-wise, make it WA and put on a little bit of a show. See how we go this time around.
I'll be coming for sure, Danny. Had a great event there last year, the end of last year at the Whale, so I'll be coming back for sure. And I'll put as low down there to see it.
Will we have the Chinese champion coming to Western Australia? Good.
I'll see what I can do in this competition. If I do good, and I'll try to getting money to go over there and leave school and take time off. Yeah, I'd like to.
I don't know if I would be able to go to Perth to play contest because it's kind of far. I came in Kingston because there was the New South Festival earlier in the month, so I was able to do the golf contest, but I think it's kind of too far for me to do it, but I would love to if I can.
Okay, I'll start with a couple of questions then. Liam, you came up last year with your family, they're back here again this year. What's it like travelling up from Victoria in a car with your family, all wanting to stop off at different surf spots, and then making your way up to Queensland or Northern New South Wales and South East Queensland? What are the expectations for you guys when you get here?
I skipped the car ride this year and jumped on the plane and met him in Byron. Didn't have to put up the arguments, but I suppose it's always a bit fickle coming up here. I'm used to the Southern Ocean, a bit more power, but that first week up here always get to adjust to waves and get a bit of a feel for it. It's just fun.
And Jack, another Sydneyite. How does it feel for you when you come up from Sydney and you decide you're going to perhaps get a couple of waves at Snapper or something, and you see half of Sydney out there, hassling you further away? You tried to escape that crowd. What really does bring you back in? It's so crowded.
Yeah, good. Well, my parents are blind days, so sort of come up here quite a bit and spend some time at Snap. And it's always hard trying to get waves these sort of areas. So I don't know. It's a good contest and it's exciting.
Yeah, the reason we moved from the Gold Coast down to beautiful Pinkscliff was to get away from the overcrowding on the points. It's far safer to be surfing here than at Snapper at any given time. TZ, back for your second trip to Australia. last year, never stopped smiling. So you're smiling a heap again this time. What do you like about, and same old question, I guess. What do you like about being here at Kingscliff?
For me, see different ways, different countries. Canada we have a small ways, but not really big. I want just for me just more experience, learning, culture, the ways.
Stevie. Okay, Jack, mate, very much a newcomer onto the scene as far as down this end, the surfing mecca is. How do you feel stepping up to the big time against not just these guys sitting next to you, but the world champions and the guys that you probably grew up watching videos of and seeing them in the surf mags and that? How do you feel now that you're going to be out there competing against them?
Well, I'm really excited because I like to see all the big guys, like not just on the computer screen, but actually in person, like walking by them, surfing the same surf regularly. I reckon it'll just be a good experience, and like watch their techniques, get good tips off them, and just have a good time.
And Victoria, really stoked you've made the effort to come all the way from France. How do you find the whole setup of the beaches here compared to beaches you normally surf around your home breaks? How do you like setups?
I'm pretty happy to be here too because first it's cold at this time in France. When I left France, the water was at 8 degrees, so I'm pretty happy to surf in the heat. And I grew up in Region Island, so it's more big break than big break. But now I live in France since 2 years, so I used to surf big break. And I don't know why, but Australian beach break are so much better than French beach break or Longboard. So I'm really happy to be here and I can't wait to surf.
Thank you. Just before we finish up here, I'd just like to thank the surfers that have turned up today. I'd like to thank the media that have fronted to be part of this media launch. I'd like to thank the hotel for coming on board and providing everything. Just have to get together with a better speaker and microphone system. But the next 5 days we're expecting to have good surf, 2 to 4 foot, light variable winds, mainly offshores. So we're going to see some red hot surfing for the next few days. Hopefully everybody enjoys themselves, everybody surfs safely, and we'll catch you back here most evenings for some entertainment or certainly at the presentation here on the Sunday. All right, thank you very much.